How's it going, everyone? My name is Mulder and welcome to the GameChron. Today we're looking at Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood Preview and Thoughts video. In Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood, you play a character by the name of Cahal, an elder werewolf who returns from exile to try to find his family and fellow tribe of werewolves. The Fina tribe, which is the tribe that you come from that you're going to be looking for throughout the rest of this game, you're also going to have to be combating an evil corporation. The corporation itself is called Pentex, but you're actually going to be fighting the subsidiary Endron. Their operations consist of drilling into the ground to look for oil, while also chopping down trees for their lumber operations. You'll be taking orders from Gaia, the goddess of the earth, while you're trying to fight this corporation and stop them, while they're also being backed by an evil dark force. This dark force, known as the Worm, will actually gift your enemies with supernatural powers of their own. Some of the enemies that you can fight that will actually show off these type of dark powers remind me a lot of the different types of enemies that you fought in a game called Prototype. This world actually takes place in a tabletop series called the World of Darkness, where in this world, werewolves, vampires, and other supernatural beings live amongst humans, be it together or at war with each other. Now, it's already been confirmed that you'll be working with other werewolf tribes in order to locate and save your family, while also trying to fight the evil corporation and their supernatural minions. I have to say, I'm really hoping we're going to meet a bunch of other werewolf tribes throughout the rest of this game. Meeting other werewolf tribes from different cultures and getting their view of the world would really be fascinating to see, along with the fact of meeting other humans who may be trying to help you or go against you in the cause, maybe meeting some powerful vampires, or any other supernatural beings. So far from what we can tell, you will be actually meeting and talking to the goddess Gaia herself, while also working with other werewolves to progress throughout the story. Now, the major draw about this game is that you'll have 3 different transformations that you can switch off at will, each one with its own particular pro and con depending upon the situation that you're in. The first form for Cahal is his human form, to where in this form you'll be able to not only talk to NPCs and possibly gather information from them, but also you're going to be able to use different types of weapons in your human form. Things between silent weapons to machine guns to even crossbows, in which case you can go in stealthily in the human form or go in guns blazing. It really is up to you. But if you're more into the stealth approach or at least getting a lay of the land, the second form will be the wolf form, which in this form you'll be able to fit into tight spaces to get around your enemies, exploring the lay of the land before you decide to go in either chaotic or stealthily, and you'll be able to get the drop on your opponents to set up easy stealth kills. But let's be honest, the third form is the form we're all looking forward to playing the most, which is your werewolf form, which in this form for me personally is where I get the feeling of a Prototype or Infinite vibe. There's different types of stages or stances that you can take with your werewolf form depending upon the danger of the enemy you're fighting. For example, if you're fighting a group of enemies that have heavy shields, you can actually divert your power towards your strength while also taking a hit in your agility. The same goes for if you're in a dangerous situation and you need to get out, you can actually swift your power to more of your speed and evasion while also losing power in your strength. This type of mixing and matching while also unlocking different types of RPG elements in this game along with your skills is very intriguing for me. I'm really hoping we'll be able to unlock different types of skills and abilities for our character that fit our own playstyle. I know for a fact there's going to be a lot of players out there that are going to want to approach every single level stealthily, but for me, I want to go in there with my full transformation and just ripping people apart in my werewolf form. Again, I can't get the feeling about the Prototype vibe with this game, which I'm actually looking forward to because I loved that game. Another great thing too is that the majority of the missions you'll be able to do in this game you can approach in any style that you wish, which is great because that leaves a lot of replayability. The other thing too I want to talk about is your rage meter. Now, your rage meter will build up whenever you complete certain types of attacks or stealth kills as you progress along a mission. Once your rage meter fills up, you'll unlock a frenzy mode. Just as the name states, you go into a frenzy to where you'll be able to do an immense amount of damage towards your opponents while also having a difficult time controlling your character's certain types of combos. I can definitely see this being an ability that you may want to save for only dangerous situations, as developers have mentioned that you will have a difficult time trying to use certain types of combos when you're in this murderous form. It definitely does the trick whenever you're surrounded by multiple foes, but I do find it kind of weird that you're not going to be able to have full control of your character's combos when you're in the most powerful form he can unleash. But I'm sure it will make sense the more we dive into the game and unlock brand new abilities and skills for our character. Of course, the different types of enemies you're going to be facing in this game also bring their own type of firepower as well. Not only does the dark spirit that works alongside the corporation able to give power to these different types of minions, transforming them into hideous forms. This sort of evens the playing field whenever you're playing against multiple enemies at once. But aside from them transforming into hideous creatures, they also are going to be packing some firepower like silver bullets, which in classic werewolf form, if you're shot with silver bullets, you can't recover from that as you're staying in your werewolf form. You'll either have to keep on fighting along and downing as many enemies as you can, or back away from the fight in order for yourself to heal. Taking too many silver bullets will actually harm your chances of healing yourself in the midst of combat. I'm really hoping that they have a variety of different enemies along with different types of environments for us to explore. By first glance, it looks like the type of maps we're going to be running into are mostly just small stages, which is fine if you're running around in Cahal's human or wolf form, but as a powerful werewolf, I hope I can have a lot of places to run around and just unleash hell. well. Being stuck or closed into a tight environment as an all-powerful werewolf is my biggest fear about this game. I hope these environments are not only interesting but have enough space for me to run around in my werewolf form. Now graphically this game isn't next gen by what we're seeing by the gameplay that the studio has released recently, but honestly I'm fine with that because again, one of my favorite games from back in the day was Prototype and Prototype 2, and neither one of those games was next gen quality games at the time. What they lacked in high-end graphics, they more than made up for in excellent and fun gameplay. Which again, I can't help but feel the Prototype vibe the more I look at Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood. Everything from the combat to the skills to you being able to switch freely between all three transformations really has me excited for this game. But I am curious, what are some things about this game that you're excited for but also might be worried about the moment this game comes out? Definitely drop a comment below. And that's it for our Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood preview and thoughts video. I'll be doing tons of video content the moment this game comes out on February 4th, so be sure to stick around. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for a lot more. I look forward to diving into the world of Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood with you very soon, but until then, my name is Mulder, and I'll see you next time in the GameChron.